Okay. Second drop is Polar Highlands, as I mentioned. 200 tons for this. So with 228 in the lead, 1-0 at the minute out of this 5 drop series, I do have a bit of momentum going into this drop. Now, Polar Highlands is a bit different than the map we just played on. It's very cold and it is very big. Now, the size of the map doesn't really matter all that much, given that we're still only fighting over a single point, that is Theta Point, which is near India 11 on the battle grid. So most of the battle will still take... Now, because there isn't a lot of cover here, the battle will be at a bit more range. Just see if I can get to a good look at Theta. There we are. So you can see Theta's in a bit of a ditch, which will make it somewhat difficult for both teams to get in there and snipe at the team that's currently holding that point. Those mechs are still coming in on the dropship. And we'll have a look at their decks once they arrive. See the dropship coming in. Fuck, these things are a brick, aren't they? Now, 228, Mindworm, JZ, Stony, and Kag have brought an Oxide and 3 Stormcrows. OMC, Live 1991, Katsurenko in a Hellbringer, Telomere in a Firestarter, and Cerberus in that Hunchback 4P, so he's brought a Laser Hunchback 4P. So, Mindworm in the Oxide, 4 SRM4s, JZ in a Laser Vomit Stormcrow, Stony in a close range Small Pulse Vomit Stormcrow, and Kag in a medium range MPL Stormcrow. Telomere, 6 medium lasers in the Firestarter. Cerberus is 3 ERs, 4 mediums. Kaku is in Gorse in the Hellbringer, plus a variety of lasers. And finally, Live is also in the Hunchback with 3 larges, ERs, and 4 mediums. Now, with their greatest speed, 228 has reached Theta long before OMC has. OMC is trying to take some pot shots at the Oxide. They can't hit him from that range while he's in cover, so 228 is going to get the early lead. Now, if the time limit runs out, whoever's got the most capture points wins. So by taking Theta, 228 has earned themselves a big advantage early. Simply because of their greater speed, they were able to control the point. Now, on Highlands, it's quite difficult to shunt a team that's parked on Theta. You have to get in there and brawl them, and OMC has not brought what I would define as a brawl deck. They have brought ERs and mediums. So they came prepped for a very long range fight, but they're going to have trouble doing that on Highlands. The terrain does not favour OMC here. So what you can see 228 doing is they're just bunkering down, just waiting. They've got that UAV up there. Oh, yeah, there it is. They've got the UAV here, as you see right now. They're just going to sit and wait. And while they wait, they've got time. OMC has time as well. They've got plenty of time to make this happen. So you can see OMC here is maneuvering to their left, our right. I'll just go there and have a look at them. Now they're trying to get up this path here. This path right here we're looking at now, which is sort of a firing line. Now it is quite difficult to fire into Theta, even from this hill over here, which is on the very edge of out of bounds. But what they'll be trying to do is they'll be trying to wrap around to try and get a shot on 228 and try and use their range. They know at this point, given how little 228 is shot back, that they are pretty much all brawl. What they don't realize is that they do not have that great of shots on any mechs bunkered down. And they're just trying to try all the high hills right now. So there's 6 minutes left in the match. It's a 10-minute timer. So the pressure's starting to build. They've got time. Stoney's just having a peek. They're just trying to figure out where they are, because 228 obviously can't see them. They haven't been shot at for a good minute or so now, I would say. So they've just trying to figure out where OMC is going. They're obviously out of seismic range. There goes another UAV. but it is out of range of anything. So that'll only tell 228 that they're not nearby, and there goes the UAV, shot down right in front of us. So they found the trench I was talking about earlier, and they're just trying to wrap now onto the back. And they are getting a bit close to 228 here. If they get too close, there goes the third UAV, so they've only got one left. If they get much closer, they could be in danger of being pushed out. Now Stoney's coming here, he's obviously seen the fire starter. He's just copying large laser fire there, so they're just trying to use OMC, they're just trying to use that fire starter as bait. They're just trying to squirrel 228 here. Stoney's backed up, he's realised what's going on, I think. Now that fire starter's got a bit of range, but with the medium C he's really not doing much at that distance. So we'll just jump on board with Live right now. See what we can see from his point of view. The fire starter's just trying to do pop-totting. So as you can see, Live's busted out the advanced zoom module for that. Now they are pushing up.
25%.
He is taking a little bit of damage. He's down 17% now, Telomere is. He's just trying to shift. He's not winning trades in that location, so he just wants to relocate.
25%.
But that hurt him. Those side torsos, this fire starter build is an XL. It's almost a certainty. He's just popped the UAV. And he's just trying now to get flanked. Now OMC's a bit separated here. They've got one mech in K11, one mech in J12, two more back in grid further behind. So these trades are really starting to become costly, and he has been caught by that oxide. And he could be his legged, and that'll be the end of Telomere. So we're just on board now with Mindworm, and that's the end of him. So we just got a little bit too exposed. Mindworm will hurry back to his group to avoid suffering the same fate. But his Telomere became separated, and 228 noticed, and they jumped all over him. That's the fourth UAV. So 228's just used up all their UAVs. It just gets shot down now. That's Telomere's UAV, and that is Cerberus's UAV. So now 228 has the kill advantage and the point advantage. Now with only 3.5 minutes left, they have a 100-point advantage. It does take quite a while for only 2 ticks to cover 100 points, so OMC is now reaching the point where they will need to kill all the enemy before they can win. Do not believe capping is now an option for them. Cerberus just took a full beam there, he looks hurt. 228 have suffered. They are more hurt than OMC's max at this point, but they're in a much better position. OMC has to push at this point. 228 could almost fall back off this point, and it would not concern them, even if they lost the cap. Stoney's in a bit of trouble. He's just struggling to find cover. He can't really return fire effectively at this range. He is taking a lot of damage. He has lost most of his guns. That right arm holds the 6 lasers, so he's only got 6 left. He's trying to shoot down that UAV. Kag's taken a bit of damage, but he's only lost the 1 med pulse laser. Now there's 2 minutes left in the battle, so 228 is in a bit of trouble. They've got a lot of damage. Now OMC wants to push here. They have to push. They've still got this oxide running around for 228. And now this oxide will come into play. Now it's unmolested by that fire starter. Stoney buys it, but he was pretty hurt. Live powers down, he's overheated. Just giving the oxide free reign on him. He's now switching to Cerberus to keep them on their tips. Just pumping those S around really fast. There goes Cerb. Oxide cut him to ribbons. He gets Live with the next shot. And that is the end of that story. Just gonna finish off CAC here. 1 minute 30 to go. He's got Jay with that final shot. 1-on-1. And that would be the Gorse explosion, I imagine. And that ends that. So Lengthy battle, 9 minutes in that one. 228 victorious there. It wasn't as close as the final scores would impart. Even though 228's damage is much lower, they owned the battle from as soon as they stepped on Theta. They forced OMC to play pretty much the way they wanted to. OMC could not afford to push there with that drop deck against that full brawl deck.